This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network. Like, share, join. And follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the caveman. He won't bite. And if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egarhos, a.k.a. the caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter twists and turns within every move. Must see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must-see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must-see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. In the glow of the flames, shadows dance and sway. The caveman leans close, inviting you to stay. With a voice like thunder, he begins his lore. Tales of ancient battles and treasures from yore. Underneath the stars, we journey through time. Gather around the fire, let your mind take flight. With the caveman stories, we embrace the night. From the flames to the stars, we wander and roam. In the warmth of his tales, we discover our home.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. This very special preview. Sparkles is here. Say hello, Sparkles.
Hey, everybody.
No, you're not seeing things wrong. I am drinking tea. This is very special tea. Sucks so hard. This is stupid. This is no one laugh. Hormonal tea. Don't. All right. So we're here to Sparkles. We're here to preview the next season. Correct?
That is correct.
August 25th, which is a Monday. Now, I am going to give you guys the backstory on how the script was made. I will do what I can, but I can't obviously go into the film like we've done with all the other previews. All right, so I'm Sparkles. You're probably interested to hear this. You know a little bit about this. I was actually working on a new show for the network, right? It was called Doctor Doctor, right? And Doctor Doctor was a show meant for this kind of stuff, right? For narrative, not like fanfic, because I don't do fanfic. What I do is narrative reconstruction. That's what I do. Finding, shows, movies, anime that maybe miss the mark a little bit on the narrative. And what I do is I go in and I repair, I stitch, and I do basically surgery, right? So Dr. Caveman, this was going to be called Dr. Doctor, okay? And the first episode was going to be about Naruto. I was going to go into one of the arcs of Naruto. I have never liked the aftermath of the pain arc. After when Naruto lost his teacher, Lord Jiraiya, Pervy Sage, I thought they could have done so much with the character, so much more with the character, okay, than what they did. And probably, in all honesty, they probably would have if they just had a little bit more time. Right? But I know the manga didn't touch on this at all. So that's what the show was called, Doctor Doctor. So I was writing my ideas down. Okay? This was all going to take place within 7 days within the arc before he goes to Mount Mirabosho and trains and becomes, more powerful and stuff. So this would fall into that timeline. We just expand that timeline a little further. And as I was talking, okay, as I was writing all this stuff, okay, I handed it over to my friend, who also is a writer. And he noticed just one shot that I was doing. I lined up a shot very particular. And he's like, this has got to be a movie. This has to be a movie. Like, cut out all the fluff. Just center around maybe this film takes place in like 3-4 days. And I really, for those of you that are wondering, I usually, when I write scripts, it's usually like 15 months. That's usually the timeline that I set for myself to write a script. That's not a thing I can do. It's just like that, just write a script. Okay, you can't just say, hey, write a script, caveman, right? So I talked to him back and forth, and he's like, you don't need to sit down and write the script. You already wrote down the idea. You already wrote down what this movie should ultimately be about. You just cut out the fluff. The work is there. And in talking to him, looking at it, looking what I wrote down, I said, you know what? This can, if I do this right, this can be a good a movie in itself, right? And I started to write. Actually, he helped me write it too. But the ideas were there. He just had to use my mind as a brush. We brushed a film out. Within like 5 days, this film was done.
Wow.
5 days.
That's amazing.
Yeah. This film was like 5 days. Right? So, this film, and he goes, listen, Naruto movies famously don't follow canon. But I am going to do my best, because like I said, I don't write fanfic. Right? I do narrative reconstruction. I've done it with Pokemon Ash's Tale. Right? I think people would agree that that film was more than what it appears, right? On the surface. And, Sailor Moon and the Forgotten Kingdom, that's not fanfic. That's a complete reimagining of... I know that gets tossed around so much, right? A reimagining. But it's meant to be one film, right? And Naruto, this is supposed to be one film. Just one film. It's a simple movie. But I will say, Sparkles, this is... I did not know I can go to these places. Like, I did not realize that I had that. I mean, it was always there, right, in Pokemon and all that kind of stuff. It was always in the original script, right? And I just had to be like, oh snap, right? So, this is a film not about Shonen Jump tropes. There's no fighting in the movie. Well, there is fighting in the movie. We do have one clash in the movie. But it's not about Shonen Jump tropes. It's not about fighting. This is a character study on Naruto himself. What happens? We're saying this is all what I'm going to say. Okay? What happens if we remove the spotlight from a hero? What about if the audience just goes? Right? Just leaves and there's no one there. Right? This is a character study on what should have happened in the actual anime. Right? This is very intense. There's going to be... It's something that I can't go into. But it's not a traditional Shonen Jump movie. Right? That's not what this is. The film is called Naruto. Not Naruto in the Hidden Leaf, Naruto, this, Naruto that. No. It's just called Naruto. And what I'm saying to you, what we're saying is, what happens if the spotlight just goes from the hero? What happens if, the crowd is gone and that person is left all alone? And that's what I'm saying. That's what this ultimately, what this movie is all about. It's a character, a deep dive into Naruto, the boy, and the young man who he is. This is not about powers, Rasenguns. This is not about chakra points. This is not about that. This is a deep dive, right? This is a character study on someone that should have had this done to him a long time ago. Right? We're saying, what happens if that spotlight just goes? What happens if the hero, there's no crowds to cheer him? Right? What happens then? Right? This is not a traditional, like I said, this is not a traditional Shonen Jump movie. This is a very deep movie. It shocked me a lot when I was just finished writing it. I'm like, this is intense, man. This is emotional. And I hope you're all excited for Monday, August 25th. because I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. So, Sparkles, any thoughts?
Nope, just looking forward to it.
I know Sparkles is not a big anime fan. She probably knows the name,
I do.
but not. She probably there's too many. There's over 700 episodes. Yeah. But this is something that I can translate to her, and she can somewhat gauge on an inkling on what this movie is about. Right? This is something I can translate, right, to people that love Naruto, right? That I'm reaching out to those people that said, what if, like, logically, this happened, right? What happened, like, this has always been a thing with Naruto, right? Something is always, like, emotional, deeper behind that type of, that persona, right? That boy, that man, right? And that's what this movie's all about. This is a Naruto movie. This is about Naruto. The boy, the man. Right? And what happens when the fame not the fame, what happens when the spotlight just blinks off, turns off? What happens to when the crowd is not there? That's what this film is all about. All right. So, that's all I can say. I can't say no more. But, this is, I pick, like, Stump, Sailor Moon, The Forgotten Kingdom. This has to be my favorite. Because it's so different. Right? As much as Stump is different, right? This is equally as different. So, let me know, down below in the comment section. Oh my god, I have another health flash. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Oh, this sucks big time. Yep. Let me know what you thought down below in the comment section. This will be on YouTube shortly. And before we go, we have to do caveman growls.
How many would you like to do?
Oh my god. Let's do 4.
All right. Tony Bahadori.
Tony Bahadori. From me to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
Michael Mercier.
Michael Mercier, from me to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
Paul Franklin.
Paul Franklin, from me to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
And Dave Antunes.
Our podcast promoter, Dave Antunes. Dave Antunes, Dave Antunes, Dave Antunes, Dave Antunes, Dave Antunes, Dave Antunes. Hello, buddy. How's it going? Dave is so cool. He's so cool. Yeah. But yeah, so, let me know, guys, what you think down below. Are
you going to growl for Dave?
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, no? Okay, Dave, okay. You got a great big bad caveman.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, join, subscribe on YouTube. You're watching this on YouTube. There you go. If the little the sexy female voice should have said that. I believe it did. So we'll see you next week. 4-day work week again. We managed to get another day work stuff out with our team. Really have to get. We can't go 4 days, 3 days off, 2 days. Really have to kind of hammer that. But we are. Everyone's stepping up, and I'm happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, until we see each other again on Monday, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 25,000 plus. And may the force be with you. Believe it. Sparkles, take me home.
From the whispers of the forest to the echoes of the sea,